Hello again, everybody. Zack Attack is here with the attack line for Thursday, March 8th, 2012. Alright, let's kick off with before I do the entertainment news. I want to talk about DJ Zack Attack news. Yesterday, some mention of the attack line made a little early because I was DJing a basketball game last night. The first game of the basketball districts for women highs that took on Utica Ford. First day of my AWR, the Attack World Order Tour. Amazing show last night. Awesome crowd. This is the show I've been waiting on. I like it when the students are chanting things, are getting loud, going crazy, going back and forth. The game was kind of one-sided near towards the end, especially since Women was taking on a 1-19 team like Utica Ford. What was it, 55-35 in the end? Best Rock War Part 2 ever since the first game we did earlier this season against Chippewa Valley. And Romeo won, which means I'm DJing the finals tomorrow against Stevenson. It's ready to do that game, and then St. Baldrick's on Saturday. And Romeo's. Awesome weekend for DJing. Now, on to the entertainment news, starting with talking about an event happening on April 1st. April 1st means two things to two different sets of people. I happen to fall into both of those sets. April 1st to wrestling fans like me know that it's WrestleMania Sunday where I can see them. April 1st also means for country fans, also like me, because like I said, I fall in those two groups. April 1st is the Anime Country Music Awards. Now, we know a lot about WrestleMania, big matches and everything, but besides knowing the hosts and the nominees, nothing's been said about the ACMs when it comes to presenters and performers. Well, today we got our first set of performers, starting with Jason Aldean. He's, of course, the biggest star in country music today. He's, of course, nominated for many awards, including Single Record of the Year, Vocal Event of the Year for Don't You Want to Stay With Kelly Clarkson. Also nominated for Video of the Year for Tattoos on His Town, Album of the Year, Mayor and Entertainer. So I hope he kicks some butt. Also performing one of my other favorite male vocalists, my man in country music, Toby Keith, is performing. I hope he performs Red Solo Cup, which is nominated for Single of the Year. They're also performing a lot of males announced, including Luke Bryan. He's probably going to, I'm guessing he'll perform his recent #1 smash, I Don't Want This Night to End. I don't think he's nominated for anything. He is a former ACM winner for Best New Artist. I hope Luke Bryan kicks some butt out there. Also, a guy who is nominated this year, leading the nominations with 9 awards, including the big one, Entertainer of the Year. Award he's won 4 times. Of course, I'm referring to Kenny Chesney. Hope he doesn't perform You Tequila like did last time. Maybe his newest #1 single, Reality, which went #1 this week. He's, of course, nominated against for Entertainer, Male Vocalist, Album of the Year, and Song and Record for the aforementioned You and Tequila. Also, another young hot star, Eric Church, released his new single Springsteen. He's performing at the show. Probably performing his #1 smash, Drink in My Hand. He's nominated this year for Album Video of the Year. For Homeboy, Chief is the album that's nominated. And the last male announced is Tim McGraw. He's, of course, nominated this year. I don't think he might be. But this guy's album, Emotional Traffic, his last time with Cub. And like I said, last CMA's Faith performed. Now it's like pretend to perform. Speaking of Faith, not a lot of ladies. Only one lady's been announced. No Taylor, no Carrie yet. I'm guessing Carrie. But Miranda Lambert, she's nominated this year for Female Vocalist and Album of the Year. And if Miranda does win Female Vocalist, it'll be a 3rd consecutive win. She'll probably perform Over You, the new single from the album For the Record. I don't think she's nominated for, I think For the Record didn't make the deadline, so she's probably nominated for the award next year. So that's your first set of performance for the ACMs on April 1st at 8 on CBS. Now on to movies. Well, music and films. Some act in them, some act as themselves. Like concert films, 3D concert films. Following the footsteps of many people have done 3D concert movies in the past, including Miley Cyrus, the Jonas Brothers, and recently the Glee cast, Katy Perry has now announced that she's going to have her own summer 3D concert movie. Yep, it's coming out this summer. With Paramount Pictures. Although Paramount hasn't confirmed it themselves, Katy confirmed on Twitter that her 3D concert movie will come out this summer. It'll be titled Katy Perry, Part of Me, named after a recent #1 debuting single of the upcoming Teenage Dream reissue. I heard she was taping a concert video, but I know it was going to turn into a movie. But it is. So, there you go. KP 3D movie coming soon. Now, on to sports. Before I get to TNA, and especially a member of TNA, who's of course under scrutiny right now, got some UFC news. We all know at UFC 144, we crowned a new lightweight champion, Benson Smooth Henderson. Well, we found out who's his next opponent, who's going to be the first to take on Henderson as the champion. Is it Anthony Pettis? No. Is it Diaz? No. Is there anybody in the lightweight division that's worthy? No. It's a rematch with Frankie Edgar. Stupid. That for the last 3 times there's been rematches. Edgar Penn. Then Edgar Penn 2. Edgar made it 1. Then Edgar made it 2, screwing Anthony Pettis. Now he screwed Pettis again by giving Edgar a rematch. It's kind of screwy, but no date been announced. But they announced it during a press conference for UFC on Fox 3, which would be on May 1st. Also announced the main event for UFC 146, which would be on Memorial Day. 145 will feature Rashad Evans finally fighting. Hope he doesn't get injured again against Bones Jones for the light heavyweight championship. That'll be on April the 21st. But Memorial Day weekend, May 26th, will be headlined by Junior Dos Santos defending his championship for the first time since beating Cain Velasquez against the man who literally knocked Brock Lesnar out to retirement, Alistair Overeem. I mean, other matches have been confirmed. It's been Frank Mir taking on Cain Velasquez. I'm hearing #1 contenders match. Hopefully, if Cain wins, hopefully it won't be another first round knockout like Junior did to him when he first won the title. I think Big Country's fighting his first fight since his fight against Fabricio Werdum. That was a pretty decent fight despite Werdum winning. Nelson had a lot of heart. So there goes some UFC news. Now before we get to TNA, I want to talk about one of the main members of TNA, Hulk Hogan. Apparently the biggest talk in the wrestling world, besides Rock and Cena not getting along, is apparently a Hulk Hogan sex tape unleashed to the entire unforeseen world yesterday with an unknown woman. According to TMZ, that the brunette woman that Hulk's apparently having sex with is not his current wife or his ex-wife for that matter. Vivid Entertainment, the company that released the footage, he was approached by a third party about buying the whole movie, but would not say whether his company was considering it. And but no one bought it. It's kind of weird. Hulk Hogan did release a statement saying he was appalled at the unauthorized release of a secretly filmed video. Like, who wants to see anybody have sex, especially kind of like Hulk Hogan? I don't want to adjust this, but it's all over the internet, so I gotta put my 2 cents into this. You know, it's Hulk Hogan, but it's weird to see that kind of a thing happen with him at sex tape. Weird. I haven't seen it. I don't want to see it. Like, who wants to see that? So there you go. Hulk Hogan sex tape. Now on to the company that Hulk Hogan works for, and hopefully won't get fired from, like Russo. TNA Impact Wrestling Preview. Top 5 questions that must be answered tonight. Starting with question number 5. What will go down between Austin Aries and Zema Iron? Well, we all know Zema Iron is a #1 contender, and the title match will take place tonight, as Austin Aries will defend against Zema Iron. Zema had an impressive victory last week. We'll see what happens this week as he takes on Austin Aries. They'll attack the altercation with each other. Now it's time for Zema to prove he's worthy of the title. Will he be worthy, or will Austin take his ass down? See what happens with that tonight. Speaking of title situations, on with the number 4 question. What will go down in a #1 contenders match for the tag team titles? Well, Matt Morgan and Crimson won another shot at the title. After losing to Morgan And Crimson losing to Joe and Magnus twice, they won a third time. I'm thinking a third time's the charm. But to get that third and possibly final shot, they have to go through the TV champion, YBE, and Rob Terry. I'm guessing, that Crimson and Morgan's going to win this. Who wants to see YBE go for a tag title? It's like a squash match waiting to happen if YBE and Robbie T win. So it's probably going to be Crimson and Morgan. That's what I'm guessing. Question number 3. What will go down with AJ and Kaz and Daniels? Last week we saw the gauntlet matches. AJ took on Kaz and Daniels. Kaz interfered when AJ took on Daniels, causing Daniels to get disqualified. That was after Kaz nailed AJ with the fade to black. And after Daniels got disqualified, Kaz gave himself the win in the gauntlet match. We'll see what Daniels and Kazarian have planned for AJ or what AJ has planned for them. Question number 2. It's kind of a tie. What will go down for Victory Road? Well, there's rumors about Gary Bischoff getting involved with Eric, being threatened to show up next week. I hate that whole storyline, yada yada yada. And Sting and Rude's feud will probably fill up a bit, and any more matches being confirmed for Victory Road, yada yada yada. See what happens with Sting and Rude. It leads me to question number 1. What will go down between Bully Ray and James Storm? Now, last week, Bully Ray beat the crap out of James Storm following the tag team main event, claiming that he's the #1 contender for Bobby Roode, not James Storm, for Lockdown. We'll see what James Storm has to say about that on Impact Wrestling tonight at 9 on Spike TV. I'd say an altercation, but I smell a #1 contenders match at Victory Road between Bully Ray and James Storm at Victory Road, so that could be a possibility. So that's it. That's my Atakline for today. See you all later tonight for my TNA Impact Wrestling review. With that in mind, you've all been attacked by the news from Zach. Thank you all very much. Have a great night. Thank you for watching. See you all later. Yeah.